The disciples have arrived. My name is Pape, but y'all can call me Pop. This is why you don't have discipline. I have my notes, I always come prepared. This is why you don't have discipline. This is the one reason why you don't have discipline. Your future vision is weaker than your current reality. I'm going to say that again. Your future vision is weaker than your current reality, right? If you think about discipline, right? Break down discipline. What is discipline? Discipline is not a means to an end, right? It's a lifestyle. It's something that you have to implement into your life in order to achieve the result. If you think about discipline as a means to an end, that means that you already have an end in sight. But you should not have an end in sight, because discipline should be encompassed into all aspects of your life, not just your goals, right? But waking up and making your bed, that's discipline. Waking up and going to go brush your teeth, that's discipline. Going to class every day, that's discipline, right? Responsibilities. And the older you get, the more responsibilities you have. So why is it that you only want discipline in some areas in your life and you don't want discipline in other areas in your life? That does not make any sense whatsoever, right? Going back to your future vision is weaker than your current reality, right? I can guarantee you that most of you here have imagined your future, but on a superficial level, on a very superficial level, right? You haven't imagined your future 2 years in the future, 5 years down the line, 10 years down the line, even 20 years down the line. This is what you have to do in order to build your discipline, right? Imagination is a very powerful tool. It allows you to envision realities that haven't yet existed, right? And the power of your imagination cannot be understated, because you can imagine a reality in your mind where you have everything you ever wanted, right? If you're a young entrepreneur and you want to make $1 million, you can close your eyes right now and imagine $1 million right in front of you. If you're an aspiring musician, you can close your eyes right now and imagine yourself performing at Madison Square Garden. Imagination is a powerful tool. It's what keeps us on track, the potential for a great future. So why don't you leverage that on your day-to-day to make sure that you're keeping on track with your goals? Imagination is a fuel for discipline. Without imagination, without a vision, discipline has no fuel. There's no gas. If you push the pedal, it's not driving anywhere. If you're understanding what I'm trying to say. Some of you watching right now, you're in degrees that you have no passion for. You're in jobs that you have no passion for. You're in careers that you have no passion for. But you don't know that because you haven't sat down and thought about where you want your life to be in the next 2 years, 5 years, and 10 years in as much detail as you possibly can. You need to sit down and think about your life and where you want to be in as much detail as you possibly can. Does this sound familiar, right? You're on your phone, TikTok, scrolling. It's 4 p.m. You look down, you look up, it's 10:30. You don't know where the time went. You're in your bed, you're thinking about how you wasted the day, but then you're starting to think about, oh, I have time. And you start imagining the future where you're in a place where you want to be. Maybe you're working out, maybe you have good grades, but you're thinking about it on a very superficial level. You need to break it down to its core elements, right? So instead of thinking, oh, I want to be ripped in the future, right? Think about how ripped you want to be, right? What type of lean you want to be, how you're going to be eating certain types of foods to make sure that you're keeping your body healthy. Imagine yourself going to the gym, lifting weights. Imagine yourself walking down the beach shirtless, right? Everybody looking at you because you got arms of iron. You have to think about it. You have to break it down. If you're a musician, you're thinking, I really want to learn how to play the piano. But you're not really thinking about, what if in the future I see a piano at the mall and I just bust out and play an amazing song and everybody's surrounding me, and it'll just put all your hard work into perspective, right? The power of imagination. You cannot understate the power of imagination. The brain, your brain, can be either your best friend or your worst enemy. And you have the right to choose whether or not you want your brain to help you down your path to achieve your vision, or allow it to hinder your path to achieve your vision. A lot of you would rather stay in the certainty of today rather than bask in the uncertainty of tomorrow, which is why you don't have a strong enough vision. Because if you had a strong enough vision, there is no uncertainty of tomorrow, because you're working every day to bring that uncertainty down. You're chipping it away slowly but surely. Slowly but surely, chipping it away. It's like an axe with a tree. You start off, you're chipping it slowly but surely. Some woodpecks start coming out, and it's a big tree because you have a big vision. But as long as you're chipping at it every single day, eventually you're not even going to think about you chipping at it every day. One day you're just going to look up and you're going to see the tree falling. And that's a sign of all the hard work that you put in all the years, just chipping away. You have no idea when it's going to fall, but you're there for the journey. The next point I want to say, you create your addictions, right? In this world, it's very easy to become addicted. It's not entirely your fault. It's a lot of companies that are waging a social war against us, trying to keep us on platforms for a very long time, right? But you have to understand that unless you own the fact that you create your addictions, you're never going to get past that initial step of becoming undisciplined to becoming the greatest version of your life that you want to be. You can either be addicted to the right things or you could be addicted to the wrong things, right? And that has to do, going back to vision, right? If you have a strong enough vision, you're going to wake up every day chasing your vision. If in your mind you really want that six-pack, you really want to lose weight, you really want to slim down, get to the gym and have that physique, right? You're going to wake up 3 hours of sleep, right? And go to the gym and pump iron, no pre-workout, because you want it that bad, right? Or you can sit on your bed all day scrolling through TikTok, messing up your dopamine. That's an addiction. And you have to understand that every day you make a choice. Every day you have a choice. Every day you wake up, you have two things. You have a chance and you have a choice. You have to choose. Once you fortify that vision, everything else will fall into place. And if that vision is strong enough, you will overpower that voice inside your mind that is lying to you, telling you that you're not cut out for this, telling you that, oh, just stay in bed, it's okay, it's okay. You don't have to chase your dreams today. You can just let the other person chase your dreams and make it to the place that you were supposed to make it. It's okay. That's the voice in your mind that's lying to you. That is the voice in your mind that you have to suppress at all times. If your vision is strong enough, you will be able to suppress that voice, and instead you will have positive voices in your mind telling you, I am cut out for this. I can get that six-pack. I can get arms of iron. Yes, I can get those straight A's. Yup. I can learn the piano well enough to go perform at cafes. Yup. I can build my courage to go talk to that girl. Yup. Power in the mind. Power in the mind. So now, this is the point of the video where I want you to do an exercise. And if you don't do this exercise, then you are making me believe that you don't want to change enough. Go out there. If you have an iPad, open up your notes app. If you have a piece of paper, get a piece of paper. You need to sit down, write out where you see yourself in 2 years, where you see yourself in 5 years, and where you see yourself in 10 years. And write it out in grave detail. When I say grave detail, go to the nittiest of the grittiest of details when you're writing this out, in order for you to flesh it out and see where you're going to be in the future. Because if you don't do this, you're not going to have a reason to wake up every day and chase a purpose. There are a lot of people out here who don't want to wake up and do the things that they do every day. But those people have a purpose. If it's your family, they wake up for their kids. 6 a.m. in the morning, alarm blasting. They don't want to go to work. As soon as they think of their kids, it's all of a sudden an adrenaline rush. They get in the shower, they eat breakfast, they go to work. They don't want to work. They don't want to work. They'd rather be sitting at home sipping pina coladas, but they have to do what they have to do. Same with you. You don't have those type of responsibilities yet, but sit down and create those visions and own those responsibilities in order for you to live the life that you want to live and manifest the life that you want to live, but also, most importantly, create the life that you want to live. You can create the life that you want to live. I will leave you with one thing, one quote that I want you guys to take away. Your life will arrive where your mind frequently visits. Your life will arrive where your life frequently visits. Where does your mind visit? Where do you think it's going? I want you to think about that. I really hope I helped you guys create a path where you're a more disciplined person and a person that has a vision. If you enjoy this content, follow me on my Instagram. You can message me in the DMs. I'll respond to everybody that messages me. Or you can go in the description and you can join my Patreon where I do more breakdowns on certain topics that pertain to you guys. All right, love you guys. Disciples, we out.